Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Disco Elysium. Last we left off, we had a nice talk with an insanely rich man here. apparently, Kim's wealth in equivalence to this man allows him to see just fine, whereas my wealth is quite according to the narrator in my head, I've never seen 3 zeros in my bank account. So I never had $1,000 to my name. That is horrible. That is quite horrible. Bye. No, that really was quite horrible. Ugh. And now we're gonna go ahead, continue on with some of our side quest stuff. I feel like I'm shouting, I don't know why. We're gonna go ahead, continue on with some of our side quest stuff, and hopefully make some headway into figuring out just where the heck Ruby is. Because I honestly don't know where she is. I truly don't. I haven't really got much information except that she headed north, which would be towards the lighthouse, but shrug, I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Oh, well, I'm glad I came here now. This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's... Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Okay, I don't know anything about fishing rod, but that's fine. Anyway, hi, sir.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
Well, you remember the container that I asked you about the first time we met? Well, it turns out there's a mega-rich, light-bending guy squatting in there.
Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
Well, must have been in the container when someone accidentally closed the door.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys.
Well, honestly, nothing can stop an innovative mind.
Honestly, Harry, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
Well... The mega-rich are people too. I mean, he did seem like a nice man. Gave me some stock tips.
No, they're not. They're vermin, and one just found a way inside my container. Soon, he'll bring the others. All 3 of them. Thank you for telling me. I'll see to this immediately. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Oh no, I know he didn't believe it. I mean, what person, if they did believe you, will keep calling them, mega-rich light-bending guys? Like, no, even I can, it's like, no. The context is there. Someone who doesn't believe you will continue to use your own phrasing of words in order to, you know, basically say that I don't believe you, but I shall humor you. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to go back to the town square for a hot moment, and the trip over there is going to take a little bit, so yeah, I'll be back. The reason I wanted to be back here is because I think I remember... Yes, this is that mailbox, right?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something sooner or later.
Yes, for sending mail.
There you go.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slut Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure he's already playing me like a gosh darn fiddle. The least I can do is be a bit out of tune every now and again.
Alright, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Oh, for the love of... I should have done that first. Oh. Be right back, because I'm gonna forget if I don't do it now, because I know myself with this game. God damn it. See, this is where that fast travel system is so horrible. The fact that I had to run back and run here, instead of just like, okay, I'm in the great outdoors, fast travel. It's like, that's so stupid. You have to be at the fast travel point to fast travel to another fast travel point. Say that 3 times fast. Ugh. No, that was such a stupid decision, and now I have to waste 3 minutes basically back to back to back trip for this. It's I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
Well, there was something that I forgot to mention the last time we were here, which was just a couple minutes ago, but semantics. It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a bright future, and you've proven yourself someone I can trust. Someone I can really do business with. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
See? Forging that signature really paid off.
Yeah, let's milk this for all it's worth before he figures out something happened that, we kinda did.
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Alright, so, if you don't mind me asking, just straight out, did you order the hanged man to be killed?
Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
Okay, yes, they did say it was a happy little accident. Still, I can't help but feeling, well, that you might gain something from him being dead.
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
A war against Wild Pines. Well, you know, honestly, that's between you and Wild Pines. I can't be too concerned about that right now. But have you ever heard of what 2 giant Seraï's hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They're just 2, but they can destroy it.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
They cook it alive in its exoskeleton.
For those of you that don't know, that is actually very, very true. It's very true. Bees, when they sense a hornet attacking, they will swarm, they will land on it, and start beating their wings, like, super fast. And that creates friction, which creates heat. And, well, as Everard Clare just says, they'll die from a massive heat stroke because they're overheated. So that is very true.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Okay, that's your prerogative, but tell me, how exactly is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
And why exactly are you telling me your plans? I know you said that there's no barriers between us, but still, that feels like something you would probably want to keep to yourself a little bit.
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
Huh. Already happening. Just, how many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
Huh. I guess I shouldn't put it past you to know the exact number. And how exactly are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
Something tells me that's just the tip of the iceberg.
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
In bulk shipping, large volume column is a major buyer, a shark.
Huh.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis.
It basically is drug... Well... Everard Claire is not that stupid, so... It is drug trafficking, but of legal substances. To which then, when they go out into wherever they go, it's out of his hands if they're used for proper or illicit purposes. I gotta say, Everard Claire does play a good game. Perfectly legal drugs being shipped all around the world, being trafficked around the world. Legally trafficked, mind you. Everard Claire is a smart man. And that smart makes him scary. Especially considering his general demeanor, where it's like, Harry, it's like very laid back. That makes him quite dangerous.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
He smiles.
But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
And, is Ruby helping you secure this fantastic share?
Harry, Harry, if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers, I would need an army of rubies.
Understood.
An army of rubies, huh? Look, I will have to admit, this is a very well put together plan, and, if I may say so myself, far removed from you.
It's also far removed from my men and the people of Martinez who've put their trust in me. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbour's turnover, just like the harbour is, but a small part of Martinez.
Go on.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth, and everyone's going to pull their weight.
So this place is going to be incorporated, and within this incorporated area, everyone's going to be... So within this little incorporated area, it's going to be communism, basically. I mean, considering how poor Revachol is, in a sense, I suppose communism wouldn't be a bad idea. In terms of sharing the wealth, it wouldn't be a bad idea. But, Everard, Claire, are you trying to be the next North Korean dictator for Revachol? Short term, it's wonderful. I mean, sharing of the wealth, everyone gets equal pay, yada yada yada. Yay, Revachol is now blooming and the people are happy with the money. And then, like, 15, 20, 30 years down the line, Everard Clare and his children are just taking over Revachol and ruling with an iron fist. It's just the path we're going down, Everard Clare, because if that is long-term, the plan, I have questions. Jeez. I'll be honest, that is very ambitious. I do appreciate what you're doing for the working man.
Thank you, Harry, thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done so much work.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. If you don't mind me asking, can we talk about specific members of the Union?
We're way past specific Union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
Leonard's the one that's sitting outside, right?
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
Oh no, he is happy with his plan. And he seems quite interested in the fact that it's now going to be taking off the ground. Except for those 2 signatures that I kind of messed him up on. If you don't mind me, double backing just a bit. Can you tell me who killed the hangman?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
How do you know it's a guy?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
Huh. One more thing before I forget, which I conveniently did. Can I have my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Okay, fine. Where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
Okay, so you're telling me that the gun's basically still with that woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Just waving it around?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out.
Wait, who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
Well, could you help us set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Okay, good to know.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
As always, Kim. Well, thank you so much for your time, Everard Claire. We're gonna go now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly, there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Well, of course. How about we talk a few more things about the harbor, then?
I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind?
Nothing more, apparently, 'cause... Whoops.
Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
No, that's it for now, but we might come back again later. Bye! Okay, that took a lot longer than I anticipated, but we did learn where a gun is. It's apparently with someone that we haven't met yet. So, no, not saying police are pigs, someone calling herself a pig. That's why I thought it was Kuno West a long time ago. It's like, oh great, a kid has a gun. And it's like, why are you not talking to me about this gun? Why am I not getting a prompt? Oh god. So, well, I will continue this discussion in a little bit because I'm going back to the town square. See you in a bit, as usual. Alright, back close enough to the town square. Let me go ahead and call the damn library, because that's what I initially wanted to do,
Inside,
and then I got so sidetracked.
radio microphone, a pull-out tool,
And I also got a hiccup, apparently.
flow of the fuel preheat.
No, yeah, I got so sidetracked with Everard Claire, and it's like, oh god. And it ended up taking half the episode, so now we're going to spend the other half calling the library. God knows how long this one's going to take.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
No, that's perfectly fine, Alice. Then go ahead and connect me to the Jamrock Public Library, please.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
Hello, sir. I'm looking for any information that you can provide on a on one of your fellow readers, Billy Majon?
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Damn, Shivers, you got all that from background noise? I mean, some people can really have good ears for background noises and phone calls, but damn. You're either BSing me or that is some good hearing.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Oh, yes, home address is perfectly fine, sir.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20 in Martinez.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other information regarding Billy Majon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you happen to know who was then?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
You hear someone answer from afar.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Wait, I'm sorry. Billy's husband. So Billy Majon is a woman. How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Huh. And do you know the husband's name then?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. If Marie knows him by sight, then could she possibly describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie?
A moment passes.
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second.
The librarian turns away from the phone again and relays the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. It was a couple of days ago, but it's fine. Thank you. I'll have no further questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
The librarian hangs up and the call gets redirected back to the station with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me?
No thank you, Alice. I'm done for now.
57th, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Yeah, bye. Huh. So Billy is not the man's name. No, you little... I wanted to go around the car. God damn it. Close the door. God damn it, Harry. Huh. Interesting. I thought Billy was the man, but no. Billy is a woman's name. So... is our person that we're talking to right now... is her name Billy? Well, God dang it, this thing keeps dropping. I'm sorry if you guys keep hearing my hands on the mic box like every few seconds. This thing keeps falling, and it's honestly quite annoying. I'm not even moving anything, I'm just talking. It's like my own air is making this thing move, and I don't know why, but whatever. It's what it is, I will figure it out later. But anyway, somewhere in Rue de Saint-Ghislain, the apartment of the smoker. I have to hold this damn thing now, because now it is so unstable for no reason. But that's fine, that's fine. The whole world is falling apart around me. My whole recording setup is falling apart. But we are still going. Not very well, mind you, but yeah, let me try to fix this real quick. Give me one moment. That actually might be a reason why it was... Oh, that's so much better now. That's a good reason. I did not tighten the bolt properly on this mic stand holder, so, it was slowly, getting a bit, getting a bit out of place, and it was getting very stupid, but whatever, that's fine. I don't know which apartment I should be going to. Oh, wait a minute, no, we need to go upstairs. I know why. I know why. I know where. To the balcony, please. The apartment where the smoker lives. Wait, are we saying that the smoker's apartment is that building? Or am I crazy?
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20.
Wait, is that where I had to go? I'm sorry. Pig pen, dead body on the boardwalk. Oh, it is! Apartment oh! Well, that was easy.
Something smells good. Soup allons, yo. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Wait, Kim. Maybe we should, discuss about what we should be expecting.
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
I mean, this is... We're possibly going to talk to someone and say that their loved one is dead. I think we do need to have a slight game plan so we don't, come off as insensitive jerks.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
You know what? I never thought of it that way, but it makes sense, because people in grief, when you deliver such horrible news to them, I suppose people can react in very horrible ways, very unpredictable ways. So to at least have the person in backup that's not doing the talking, just watching and making sure nothing weird happens, that actually makes sense. I never thought of it that way, but it does make a lot of sense when spelled out. Do you any advice on how to tell her that he's
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Of course. Alright. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello? Who is it?
Oh no, it is her. I recognize that Marge Simpson raspy voice. Oh dear. A voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Hello? Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up. Nervously.
Come in, the door is open.
Oh, that's trusting. You're just gonna let people walk on in. Oh, okay. Apparently we're taking a page right out of the, right out of, I don't know, the 50s or something, where it's like, the door's open, walk on in. Sure. Whatever happened to just meeting them in front of the door? What if we're not police? What if we're lying? What if we're robbers? God dang it. Ugh. Too trusting. Wait, are you who I think you are?
It's you from the book stand.
Oh no. I feel so bad. I really do feel so bad. When I saw her face, I just felt so bad. Oh boy. For a moment, she seems paralyzed, just looking at you and the lieutenant. Then she snaps out of it.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Thank you, Billy, but I'm quite alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face. I remember that she was exasperated when we talked to her about her husband being drunk, but the fact that she says I can come pick him up at the station, she still cares for him. Oh, God, God. I can see why Kim said this is not a nice part of the job. I'm not even really doing it, and I feel so bad relaying this information. Oh, God. Honestly, kudos to law enforcement and other people that have to make house calls or call up someone and say, hi, can you please identify this body? We believe it may be your loved one. That I can't imagine how detached you have to make yourself to do that kind of a call. It can't be easy.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Well, first off, how have you been doing?
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. What is this about, officer?
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors. Ask more. Get comfortable around her.
Well, of course. You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
And where is everybody? I don't see anyone else home.
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
He still hasn't come home.
No.
She stops.
Vi, do you have any news?
To your knowledge, do you know if he made it to the library?
No. I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back home.
She looks at the front door.
It shouldn't be long from now. He's never gone for more than a few days.
And if you could remind me again, what was he wearing when you last saw him?
His old leather jacket.
Could you describe it, please?
It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so...
How about the distinctive features?
No, well, the lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
And if you don't mind telling us what he was supposed to be doing in the library.
Just to return a book of mine? Why? Why all those questions, Detective? Did he...
Was it The Glinting Curve by M. Thibault?
Yes.
She becomes unsettled as she says that, her forehead scrunching up into a worried expression. Well, there's something else that I have to tell you.
She folds her hands across her chest.
Three. Kim is here, thank God. Oh, if Kim's not here and I did... Yeah, that wouldn't be easy. Oh, God. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10... God, I can't believe I'm counting this. Oh, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11...
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
God. So, do I just say that he's dead? Just like that, point blank?
Yes. That's the most important thing. Use that word. No euphemisms. This is what you came here for.
Yeah, that's fair. In something this, strong. You need to be very direct. You can't just beat around the bush. You have to be direct. You have to, for better or for worse, strive to point home. Well, ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mejon, he was found dead last night on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Mejon, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table, where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet, but we will let you know when the results arrive.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
No, there are times when you just have to, for the sake of, in this case, the deceased loved one, to tell a lie. She can't imagine him just being out in the cold for 2 days. No one finding him. She can't bear that thought, and we had to spare her from that.
The handkerchief.
Here, take this.
Yes, thank you.
She smiles a small, terrified smile, then wipes away her tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No. Take a day to recover. Your daughter's already out with friends, and this will be the last thing that you or they need to talk about at this moment. You'll be better prepared when they come home.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon she will have to go to the bathroom and scream.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact info.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over her cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath. Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Yeah, that is... That is so... I mean... Could I go back in? Yeah, I figured not. Yeah, I could have explored the room, but yeah, I just went right for it, and that's fine. That's fine. My mind was just totally into her ordeal. I did not even want to search the room. I was just like, oh god, I can't. Phew. That even though that's just me talking and reading out the script, that was ooh, that was not a good feeling to do that. I did not feel good doing that. I really did not. Oh god. Oh.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet, with a stunning view over the district. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
And what about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
So that's it then.
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Alright. Case closed then, I suppose.
Let's go.
Oof. That hurts. That was hard. I'm not even kidding. That was difficult for me to go through, because it being such horrific news that your loved one has passed on from an accident. I had to spare her there by saying that it was, just not it couldn't have been too long. And god, I mean, I got a 11. Normally I would have cheered at being like, yes, such a high number, yay, but I was not even in the mood to cheer. It was just like, oh god, what are we doing here, so well, that ends one case. Very sadly, I might say, but oh, that was... Yeah, that was something. Oh god. So, I got nothing else to say, except I'll see you on the next episode while I emotionally recover from this. Oh god. Later, everyone.